Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can achieve in a year. For me, when I do something, I need to know what the ultimate goal is and what I can realistically achieve, as my time is limited and I have just 40 minutes every day. Like everyone else, I'm a big fan of Wilfredo Pareto, who recognized that only 20% of our activity is responsible for 80% of the outcome. Because you have a limited time in a day, you need to make sure that every single thing you do will bring you closer to your goals. Let me share with you one of my favorite ways to ensure that I'm using those 1440 minutes as effectively as possible. I identify my most important tasks. My 20 years of building businesses and startups slowly taught me one of the most important lessons: the importance of setting key performance indicators, or KPIs, for myself. I start with a goal in mind. In most cases, the goal is sales. Then I reverse engineer the steps. From there I can see what I need to do and how much of it I need to do to reach my goal. This principle 100% applies to LinkedIn as well. Once I have my goal clearly defined, my most important tasks on LinkedIn, my KPIs, flow from there. I then ask myself a question like, because I know the more connections lead to more sales, how many connection requests should I be sending per day? Should I follow up via email? How many emails should I send each day? Should I call my leads? How many calls should I do a day? Should I send them a newsletter once a month, or maybe even every 2 weeks? This question can be difficult to answer if you cannot properly forecast. Luckily, I have a tool to help you do just that. As a gift, I'm sharing with you the Google Sheet template I have used for years to accurately forecast the long-term results of my daily tasks on LinkedIn. Here you can add the activities, the conversion rate that you expect from your activities, and how much your products or services cost on average to estimate what you will achieve in a month, 3 months, or a year if you continue meeting your KPIs. Once you have set your KPIs and are structuring your days around them, this is how your process will more or less go. Based on the limitation on LinkedIn, you can send connection requests in about 2,000 leads per month. So, I would send 50 to 100 connection requests to my ideal customer profile every morning to make sure I take advantage of that limit and ensure I don't get over it. I would assume that 30 to 70% of the requests I send will be accepted. Of course, this depends a lot on their initial impressions of your profile and your invitation message. So as many requests get accepted, I will copy this 600 to 1,400 new prospects every month into my Google Sheet every month, including all available contact information like full name, address, position, email, phone, website, birthday, everything. Once my requests are accepted, my next action on LinkedIn will be to start a conversation with each and every one of them. Here I advise engaging your prospect with smart, open and animating questions. Off LinkedIn, I would send them a personalized email referencing that we are connected on LinkedIn and start a conversation. I would also call them, again referring our connection on LinkedIn. These calls are a great place to start identifying their needs with strategic questions and to move them into a presentation of possible solution. I would also take it a step further and send monthly newsletter with a story that shows what my solution would look like to see if they can identify with the story, basically qualifying their needs based on the story. Finally, I would follow up on LinkedIn with more questions. If they have not agreed to meet with me over Zoom at this stage, this is where I will direct the conversation. The biggest tip I can give you as you go through this process with your prospects is Don't sell until you are in a meeting with them, on Zoom or over the phone. I see this mistake in salespeople all the time. Trust me when I say that although LinkedIn is an invaluable way to generate leads and lead prospects up to conversation, it is just not the platform for you for your sales pitches. Now, if you are as tool hungry as I think you are, you will probably download the forecasting template and explore it a bit. Enjoy. See you in the next lesson.